I just turned 40 years old. I'm a single parent. I have 4 kids. 2 of them are back here raising hell over there. So I apologize in advance for anybody that's had to sit with an earshot of them. And then I have 2 older ones at home. I have a 20, she'll be 21 in January, and then I also have my 15-year-old. So my story, I have no family history. I have nothing, no health history. I'm as strong as an ox. I spent 12 years in the military as a combat medic. There's nothing that would indicate there would be anything wrong. How did I even think? Let me tell you how this happened. I was in the bathroom one day, and I was in front of my mirror, and I was getting ready for work, doing one of these in the mirror, because I don't have a lot, this is all broad. So I'm doing this in front of the mirror, right? And I see something that made a little weird kind of dimple. I'm like, that looks strange. Didn't think nothing of it. Went on to work that day. That dimple left my mind. About a week later, I'm getting ready again, and I remembered being in the mirror, trying to, get ready for work again. And I'm like, that dimple. So I did it again. Getting ready, and I saw the dimple again, and I'm like, okay. So I get in the shower, and as I'm lathering up, I do a self-breast exam. Now, I've got young kids. I've been to the doctor. I've had exams. Believe me, I'm on birth control. They've checked me for all of these things that they're supposed to check me for, right? So I feel, and sure enough, I do feel a little knot. And I thought, well, okay. I didn't think much of it, but on my ride to work that day on the train, I'm Googling the hell out of what this could possibly be, right? And so, Google can either be your friend or your worst enemy. Take it for what you want, use it for what you need. But I read 98% of masses found in breasts are nothing. That's all I needed to hear. So what else could it be though, right? So I'm trying to think. I had recently been hospitalized for a blood clot to my lung about a year prior. In 2018, I was hospitalized for the blood clot. They did chest scans. They would have saw something. I'm not worried. However, I've been off of birth control now because of that blood clot, because they think it was due to the estrogen in the birth control. And and I've been on 6 months of blood thinners. So hormonal blood thinners, let me give my body let me give it 2 months to kind of re-regulate and get back into my normal routine, and then I'll reevaluate then, because it's about to be Thanksgiving time. This was last year about this time. It's about to be Thanksgiving time, holidays, I have time. Nothing's wrong with me. I would have had a family history, something. Fast forward 2 months to February of this year, February of 2019. I took a lunch break. I booked a huddle room at work. I was an account manager for an insurance staffing agency. And I booked a huddle room, and I went in there and I called to make an appointment for a mammogram because the lump was still there. It hadn't gotten any bigger, but it hadn't gotten any smaller, but it didn't feel weird at all. So I called, and they told me that my insurance would not cover a mammogram because I wasn't old enough. They had to have a referral from my primary care physician. So I went to my primary care physician, and she did a self-exam, and she was like, I wouldn't worry about it. She said it didn't feel, because it's about the size and shape of a prune, so it's like oblong, and it was kind of weird shaped, and she said it didn't feel typical of cancer. All of my blood work came back. My blood work is all completely normal. I have no family history. It's probably a cyst or something like that, but I'll order a mammogram just to be on the safe side. Couldn't get in for a mammogram. It took me 3 weeks. So now we're into March 14th of this year. I went and had a mammogram. I also was scheduled for an ultrasound that day too. So I went into the mammogram. Now I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I went to the mammogram. I dressed in my jeans and I had on a cute top and a belt. I was cute that day. I'm going to this mammogram. I was cute. I had my little cowboy boots on. I was cute. So I go into this mammogram, and I don't know if you've never had a mammogram, but it ain't cute. So I'm in there naked from the waist up in these cowboy boots trying to my cowboy boots are sliding across the floor. I'm struggling with this mammogram. We got it done though anyway. We did confirm something in the right. I got 5 minutes. We did confirm something in the right side. The left side was cleared for now. Fast forward, they did a biopsy on the lump that they found in the right side. Sure enough, it was cancer, stage 2 cancer. So they wanted to do an MRI to make sure that it hadn't spread to my lymph nodes, to make sure that it was contained in the breast. Breast cancer, people don't die of breast cancer that stays in the breast. People die from metastatic breast cancer, right? Metastatic breast cancer is 100% fatal. So they want to make sure that that breast cancer hadn't spread. Did the MRI, and they found something on the left side. My mammogram was clear, y'all. My mammogram was clear. But there was something on the left side. Find out I had a second type of breast cancer in the left side. I've got 2 different types. Okay, now we need to, they did a biopsy of it to make sure that it wasn't something that had spread. So the biopsy confirmed that it's a second type of cancer. Now I need to have what's called a PET scan. And that's where it's similar to a CT scan, but they inject your blood with a radioactive sugar that acts as a tracer, and the scans show glowing parts where the uptake is for this radioactive sugar, right? So I go in, I have this PET scan, and it comes back that it had spread to my bones. So they immediately diagnosed me. I'm now diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Statistically, metastatic breast cancer patients, the survival rate past 5 years is only 25% or less. So my story is one of hope.
That's right.
My story is one. My prayer is for one of time.
Yes, yes.
My prayer is for time.
Yes.
My first scan after my treatment on July 25th. I had a repeat PET scan to see how all of this treatment was working. When my doctor called me, my PET scan showed there's no evidence of disease anywhere.